Welcome back to Have a Campaign, the D&D series where you can have one of my D&D campaign ideas to adapt or use as is or do whatever you want with. Today's campaign name is Lost at Sea. So the world of this campaign is entirely water. There's no one big landmass. There are some islands and chains of islands. There are some groupings of islands, but there's no continent. There's nothing big enough to be considered what we would consider a full country. It's just seas all around the world. And up to the start of the campaign, there haven't been any issues with that. All of the little groupings of islands and the peoples around the world have all lived in harmony and found ways to adapt. You know, you've got your aquatic races like your Lokatha, your Torts, your even Grungs or Tritons or whatever. You've got your races that just live on the islands, and they've all adapted to a seafaring and fishing kind of life, and they all interact pretty well with each other. But unfortunately, that piece is being threatened. More and more gigantic sea beasts are starting to come up from the deep and cause issues for the fishermen and the sea vessels and all the peoples around the world. And I mean, these are gigantic sea beasts, anything from, the size of a whale bigger. And they're causing great issues, declines in fish population. They're taking out some of the fishermen and the sea vessels. It's making it impossible to live a seafaring life for all of the people groups. Even the aquatic races are having trouble living. Their civilizations are being attacked by these creatures. Their ways of life are also being threatened by the uprising of these great sea beasts. So various groups of different islands nearby each other band together and form a party, and that's where the player party comes in. And the party's goal is to go out and defeat these sea beasts, and if they can, find out where they're coming from and why they're just now coming out. And that's where the decision by you, the DM, comes in. You get to choose, okay, what are these creatures? Why are they here? What is causing them to be so aggravated and attack everything around and cause issues for all the people groups in the world? And then the party goes out and they handle it how they see fit. Having an entirely water-based world opens up to a lot of mechanics for the players as far as travel is concerned. How do you handle your rations, and do you buy your own seafaring vessels? Do you buy one big one or a lot of small ones? Do you hire someone? There's a lot of decisions in how to go about handling this world and being a part of it that the players get to decide. And that's almost really the first step at being a party for them in this campaign.